palette. Cotton candy skies looking lavish. And I can never be bitter. Life's sweet even with the sugar taxes. So our critics only get the petty laughter. I ain't worried about nobody else.
Listen, just to be clear, we came here in our masks, so we don't want to hear nothing about, doesn't count, they ain't got a mask on. It's the brand. You see this divider? We're following all the precautions, okay? Take a break.
Thank you.
What up, my goyz?
Enjoy the kayak.
Top swarming.
This is goyz.
See?
And we're just on a mission to showcase British LGBT culture.
Might as well stick around and learn something. Just saying.
Exactly.
So, today's guest is a dear friend of ours, you know? We tend to meet him in Yuka regularly or whatever, all the time. We've been friends for quite some time, so, I'm not going to take up too much more time. I'm going to let him introduce himself or whatever.
Hey, babe.
It's my turn? Okay, I thought we were just talking about a different guest, because you never be me in Yuka. Nevertheless, I am Stephen Deal. Everybody knows me by my middle name, Glenn. I identify as gay. It's been a while, at least about 3 years since I've actually been with a woman, so I think it's safe to say gay now.
Really? That's it? That's short of this?
Wow. So we want to do some icebreakers to get our guests to know you, well, our audience to know you a little bit better.
Taco Tuesday or Wings Wednesday?
Ooh.
That's a cool one.
Ooh.
You know you like
I like, why do I have to choose? It's 2 different days. I could do Tuesday and Wednesday.
But Glenn, this week is only a Tuesday and it's only a Wednesday.
You gotta pick.
Taco Tuesdays.
I ain't mad at you.
Who doesn't love a taco? I don't need wings now.
Beach or the dock?
Dock. Definitely the dock. I'm come on, porn dog, you know.
With the sneakers.
Maybe
Maybe put on your real sneakers.
Yeah.
Slide over the board. Alright.
One more. Farine or cassava wine?
I was raised on farine. I like cassava. I like the mix. Do my favorite. So, but if I have to choose, because I was raised on farine and I would eat actually I just thought of some farine pie the rest from Christmas, which I'm about to go in and smack. So yeah, there we go.
Farine it is.
Farine it is.
I'm more of a cassava lady. I like cassava better.
I ain't mad at it. Whatever's going to be on the pan with some butter and slap those eggs, I'll be fine with that. I'll be fine with that. You know how Nana does it. You know how Nana does it. But what I want to say, Glenn, tell everybody your story. Like, break it down.
Tell us about you.
About me?
Yes. Anything that makes you you.
What makes me me? Jeez. I don't know. I am myself. That is a broad question. Can you narrow it down?
I want to.
Yeah.
I want to.
But
What makes me me? I guess I'm just all about having a good time, I guess.
I will tell you,
And he never loves it. There's always a good time when I see him.
every time.
You know, I like having a good time. I'm a master at cards, especially euchre. These two have been whitewashed a few times.
First of all, the couple of times you got lucky, we don't want to talk about
Oh,
this.
so yeah, Jen's being whitewashed?
Oh, God.
Do you guys play euchre?
Did you see this?
Do you want it?
You don't want this.
You don't want it.
This ain't what you want.
No, it's not.
Already. Anybody.
Besides me.
Bring it on, bring it on. Let's get right into these topics.
Jeez. Really? What was your coming out journey?
That's a big question.
Ooh, jeez. How do I start this? Alright, so how do I start this? My coming out journey. I don't think I ever really said I came out the closet. It just happened. You know, I would say when I went to university, that's when I had really found myself. Yeah, I had really found myself, and ever since then, it's been alright.
I want to tell you, I knew when I met you.
I'm gonna tell you I knew when I met you.
Hello. So, like, okay, not necessarily you're saying you didn't really come out per se, but what do you feel like are the dangers of coming out
In the Caribbean island.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll give you a little background of why I would say I didn't really come out. Because I was raised, obviously, I was raised Seventh-day Adventist. So I had been in the Adventist church all my life, that's all I knew. And obviously, homosexuality is not acceptable in the Seventh-day Adventist community. And also, listen, let's leave that there. And also, my neighborhood, my family, growing up in Cedar Park or whatnot, and my family, my day, it was just homosexuality was definitely a taboo, and yeah, it was definitely a taboo. So I had to act. Well, it wasn't really an act because for the longest while I do remember liking both sex.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, what was the question?
It's such a big question, and talking about it could get you into different areas.
Right.
You know what I mean?
The dangers. Okay, so the dangers of coming out to me when I was younger was like, I was just it was not an option. I didn't even think that I would ever come out until I experienced the world and became who I am, became my own person. I ended up leaving the church. Somewhat leaving the church. I ended up not really caring what other people thought because at the end of the day, I was happy. I was happy.
Hey, that says it all right there. Happiness. You can't. Can you put a price on it?
No.
You certainly can.
Yeah.
What? What's your price?
Yeah, Glenn, I want another topic on you, Glenn.
Oh gosh, I see. Have you experienced hiding who you are?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, definitely. Definitely, I told you about my upbringing. So, and I really haven't, never actually came out to my family. So I guess I'm kind of hiding. Not really. I feel like they know. But
Not anymore. This video is gonna be everywhere.
So basically, you're transformed because you're hiding in plain sight.
that's really good. Don't ask, don't tell,
Sure.
Whatever, whichever one we want to go with. So, besides my siblings, I don't really have that much talk about my preferences or my sexual activities with the rest of my family. I feel like they all know. They don't ask me when I'm getting married, when I'm having children. Those questions stopped a long time ago, so you know what that means.
It's kind of sad though that. Well, first, let me just start with the positive. I don't feel like since we made it a thing that we have to come out, we have to say who we are, and why can't we just be who we are and not have to come out at all? There shouldn't be a time where we have to declare.
Well, I think
what we like.
Exactly. I'm going to quote Linda and say it's about letting people in. You know what I mean? More so because you're letting them into your personal world and how you feel and what your life looks like. You know what I mean?
Your lifestyle looks like.
Yeah.
And then the negative being,
Linda's a good person.
she is.
Yeah.
Marriage doesn't stop for you, and neither do kids.
Yeah. Like, what's that?
So, but you're not the first to say it. When someone comes out, they're immediately asked, "Oh, how am I gonna have grandchildren?" from the parents?
Yeah.
And that doesn't stop.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's possible.
You could have the white picket fence with the dog and the 2.5 kids. What you want to do? There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Life.
I'm telling you. So, you know what? What we want to do is, Glenn has brought somebody with him,
Very special.
somebody who's very special. obviously.
Related.
She's also a really good time. More so than anyone else. I tell you, that piece of work. So we're gonna get Glenn's partner in crime here to come on and, you know.
And I can never be bitter. Life's sweet.
Hi, my name is Sashay. Glenn's my older brother, not by choice, but we love him. Hi.
Trust and feeling is mutual.
It's the closest I've ever sat to Glenn, and
Since I used to change your diapers.
yeah,
Oh,
Mhm.
and the picture we have.
wow. I want to tell you, you're so close. So, Sashay, why don't you tell us a bit about like your experience, like what you've seen with Glenn's journey, and you know how he's grown into the man that he is now.
So I remember the year Glenn came out to me. It was actually my 18th birthday, and his friends told him that he has to tell me. I'm like, why are you telling me this? I already know. Even from young, I already knew or had an idea. He thinks it's from me snooping, but no, it's just his mannerisms from young, really. Especially when he doesn't recall, but him telling me to get some pictures of some females and hang it up in his room. I'm like, okay, this is a start. But other than that,
The start of the bird.
And if you're unfamiliar with what a bird is,
It's a disguise for when you're hiding who you really want to be dating. So you get a buffer and you make it seem like you're interested in the opposite sex, but really you're not.
yeah, but actually seeing him come out here and be his true authentic self, and it's really enlightening and strengthening to my character, especially as a little sister who looks up to him. Do not talk about this, okay? Jeez. But
It's only been for the world to see.
I'm grateful to it at the same time, because it takes a lot of strength, especially with the lifestyle and home and culture we grew up with. So more power to you. Did I answer your question though?
that was very sweet.
That was really sweet. Oh, they did like each other.
You gave a great overview of, you know, when it initially started, in your eyes, and the comedy of the bird.
The bird.
You never told me that story.
Listen,
I'm gonna females with walls. Not to be sticking up on the pictures.
I don't recall that. She
blocked it
this
out.
happened,
You
but I don't
blocked it
recall
out.
that.
I can tell you exactly how it happened.
No.
One after one.
Anyway,
Anyway,
she does. I'm like this because she used to look at my Facebook messages, my cell phone messages. She used to look through all my school books. Like she stole my music CDs when I was
This
in
is
music
not
class.
this is about you.
She's all in my life. That's why she.
that's
does
why.
that. You don't hear that story.
Sashay, we want to thank you.
Thank
And
you.
then the piece that now we will say Sashay over there.
Sashay over there.
Sashay over there.
No, honestly, because hey, I'm gonna tell you, Sashay is always a good time, and that was a golden story.
Yeah.
There you go.
We had some Facebook messages. Some people had a question for you. Not particularly you, Glenn, but questions. But you do series of goyz. And so it's a girl named Dayal, and she wanted to know, how do you deal with homophobes?
How do I deal with benefits?
That's a good.
So I don't see it like a guy or a girl, whoever it is, someone that
and she's just a homophobic knob.
Well, I can say that I can't say that.
is it
Yeah, I can't say that. I used to deal with well, there's only one situation where I actually dealt with homophobia like straight to my face.
Mm-hmm.
It happened some time ago. I'm not gonna say word or when.
Mm-hmm.
I do beat up the person. Yeah.
They probably deserve it.
Yeah, they deserve it.
No, wholeheartedly.
I remember
It was my birthday, and they was just being just
it was too much.
it was, you know, they just said something to me. They was like, you know, I knew the person, and you know, I spoke, and I guess they didn't like the company that I was with. And they's like, hey, don't speak to me, you faggot. And then
F word?
they faggot, you know, disrespectful. And then they try to swing at me.
Oh, that's on board.
So I had to drop them.
Be like that sometimes.
Yeah, but nowadays I don't even deal with homophobes. Like, you know, if you feel like you need to bring that energy towards me, I just smile at you. I'm just like, you just hate life, don't you?
That's probably
Like, that's basically what it is. It's most homophobes, as we all know. Most homophobes are not really phobes, they're just homos. But
secret hundreds.
yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, moving on.
Hey, you know what? I think we ended there. I mean, what more do you say after that? You know what I mean? You can't say nothing else.
Glenn,
You know, we really appreciate you coming
on this platform,
and you know, giving your story, because it's not easy to let people into your personal life. So we appreciate you.
Thank you for having me, and you can have me whenever you want.
Ooh. Listen.
that was a big
You
play.
know this we trying to get.
Did you guys see?
You know. Listen.
Yeah, he and Man's brother need to stop. Stefan, while you're watching this.
Kudos.
Bye.